is cooking. I'm James Ricciuti, and this is my mother, Mildred.
Good morning.
Affectionately known as Mia. So today we are going to make my mom's wonderful version of eggplant parmesan. So the best thing about this one is she's not going to fry it. She is going to bake it. So very little grease in this. So a little bit of olive oil, and it's going to go in the oven. We're going to layer it with mozzarella and marinara, and then you're just going to see how wonderful it is. So let's get started. We've prepared the eggplant already. So my mom, tell me what you did last night.
Last night I peeled the eggplant, sliced them between 3/4 and a half an inch because you don't want them to dry out. And I put them in a colander, layered each layer was salted, and then we continued that till I finished. And then I put a weight on it, on the colander, and I use a platter or a dish, anything that fits, and another weight on that. And you'll have to improvise. I use the bottom of a mixer or something, and put it on a plate in the refrigerator overnight. Now, this morning,
you took it out.
I took everything out. There was a liquid, the bitterness that leached out of the eggplant. So I carefully wiped off the eggplant, any moisture that was left, and put them away on a towel, covered it up with another towel, and waited for James to come. Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, you're here, so work.
Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is what? Flour, egg, bread. Is that correct?
Your flour is going to be salted and pepper, and just mix it up a little with your finger or fork or whatever you want to use. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I will mix this up.
Eyeball the measurements, doesn't matter. Cooking is an art, not a science, unless you're baking a cake.
Then it's chemistry.
That's right.
Okay, so
And
our
then,
flour's ready. Now we have 4 eggs in here.
Yes.
And we already beat them. We're gonna beat them a little more. And we're gonna season the egg. So how are we seasoning them?
We're seasoning with salt, pepper, some combined herbs. It would be nice if you had fresh herbs, but we don't.
We're just using dried Italian seasoning.
And a few gratings of Parmesan cheese, and that's your wet mixture.
So tell me when to stop.
Go
Parmesan Reggiano, please.
Okay, you can stop
Think
there,
that's
and
good?
if we have to adjust it,
We can use more. And then we need salt and pepper in here?
Yeah, not too much,
Okay.
because you've already salted that.
Okay, I just put a little pinch, and then just a little bit of pepper.
Yeah.
All right.
And your
season.
herbs.
Well, show me how much seasoning to put in.
How much?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I don't measure.
Okay, so that's about like a grandmother's quarter of a handful.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna.
It never comes out the same twice.
No, but it always tastes
You
good.
found it up in there.
Okay, show me.
Up in there.
We have our breadcrumbs with Italian seasoning in these as well. So you can buy like already breadcrumbs, Italian breadcrumbs. If you
I did
have
not
them.
happen to have the seasoned. I
Yeah.
prefer the seasoned.
The seasoned, the Progresso brand's really good. It's been around
Yeah.
forever.
Yes.
So
We have an olive oil the pan.
So yeah, so sheet pan brushed with olive oil. All right, so let's begin.
And we're using our fingers for tools.
I'll flour, okay, and then I'll hand it to you, and you can do the eggs and breadcrumbs. How's that sound?
Yeah, stack
Okay.
the big ones.
All right.
I'm going to use it.
Oh,
Give me that fork over there.
there you go. So you just press it in there and then just shake off the excess.
Yeah, knock the flour off
did.
like you did. Okay,
Okay,
just
throw
put
it
it
in
in.
there like that.
Okay. Drip off the extractor.
So the flour helps the eggs
Yeah,
stick to it.
yeah. And then
And
we'll do this.
keeps it from the eggs from being absorbed.
Make sure they're nicely covered. Okay. And then we put it in the
Right there.
lined,
Okay.
olive oil lined.
I'll do another one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do two at the same time. I like to just use my fingers. I like to just use my fingers.
Well, they get kind of messy in
And
here.
I keep waiting them off.
Oh, here child's down in fat down in Italy. You can hear it from Venice to Napoli. It's goodbye to the opera and symphony when the trad band starts to play. How they cheer when they hear it fortissimo. How they dance and romance.
The eggplant is out of the oven, and now we are gonna put it in the pan. So I'm gonna steal a little piece here.
That done?
It's perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
because it's going to cook some more.
Very tender, but not soggy. I like this method better than
Yeah.
frying, and not as messy. Okay,
All right.
we have a
Okay,
nice
here we go.
casserole dish. We have, what do we have here, Mom? Marinara.
Marinara sauce, yeah.
Okay, so you can just make your own, or you can just find a good quality one in the grocery store, depending on how
Yeah.
much time you have. What are you gonna
Okay.
do first? You put a little sauce on the bottom?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And with the largest, put a layer.
Okay. So like this, one. Do you overlap them or right next to each other?
You can just put them next to each other for now.
Okay.
We can always fill in the gaps. Okay, we've got the first layer in, and I'm just gonna put a dab of sauce on each one, okay? And the next thing we're going to do is take our thinly sliced mozzarella. Here again, use the chunk part, not the grated.
Yeah, the grated stuff usually has like cellulose
No,
in
the grated
it.
doesn't melt as well. This is this brand, which is always good.
Giovanni.
Yeah. Okay.
And I
then
like to
you're
use
gonna-
the whole milk mozzarella too. It's more flavorful.
Okay. Then you're going to take your mozzarella cheese and arrange it very nicely in the pan, like so. Doesn't have to be exact.
Show them how thin that is. You
Yeah.
sliced it.
Yeah. It's not very even. Some is thinner than others.
That's
but
okay.
That's all right.
It's gonna melt.
That proves it's homemade.
Slice it as thin as you can with a knife.
Okay.
Not paper
Now.
thin.
Again, I just sprinkle a little, not much, just to glue it together. And we'll go to the next layer. And we're going to repeat this till we finish layering all of it.
Okay.
And then we'll get to the topping.
So there's our second layer. Looking good. Okay.
If you want to, you can grate a little Parmesan on top of that, make it official.
Yeah. Let's do that. Finished product before it goes in the oven. Back in the oven for the final bake.
Okay, say goodbye.
350 degrees. How long?
Yeah, I left it the same. Now, you bake that. I can't give you an exact time, but until the cheese melts and starts getting all bubbly around the edges.
Okay.
And
So I would check it in like 15, 20 minutes.
Well, we'll look at it then.
Yeah, it may be ready. It might need
Make
more
another
time.
judgment.
We're back. So we just pulled this out of the oven, and you want to go ahead and show them how beautiful it looks.
See? Isn't that pretty?
It is. It's beautiful. Okay, so it's done. We're gonna eat it. I know it's gonna taste good, but we'll try anyway. Let's see here. I'll cut this little corner off for you.
Isn't that pretty?
It's beautiful. That's for you.
Thank
Cut a
you.
little piece for me.
Whoops. I only got part of mine. What do you think?
Remember to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, which you're watching right now. Like and subscribe to this channel. There'll be the recipe, a link to the recipe will be in the notes with this video. So anything else to say, Mom?
Yes. If you have any left over, and that's a big if, make sure you try it in a sandwich. It's nice and moist, and you can warm it up or eat it cold. Ciao.
Ciao.